You are listening to Infinity Podcast, a show that is aiming to inspire personal growth. My name is Sediqa Sarwari, and I'm a passionate lifelong learner. Here on this podcast, I'm talking about the best parts of the books that I'm reading. Follow Infinity if you want to get inspired or if you are interested in personal development. Hello everyone, welcome back to Infinity Podcast. Today we are going to talk about Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning. This book is both a memoir and also a psychological guide. It was written after surviving Nazi concentration camps. The book explores how humans can endure unimaginable suffering when they find meaning in life. Frankl, who later founded the logotherapy, he shows us that our deepest drive is not pleasure or power, but meaning. About the author, Viktor Frankl was an Austrian neurologist, psychiatrist, and Holocaust survivor. He is best known as the author of the book, Man's Search for Meaning. He endured many years in Nazi concentration camps, where he observed that those who found a sense of purpose, they were more likely to survive. From this insight, he developed logotherapy, a form of psychotherapy centered on human need for meaning. After the war, Frankl went on to write more than 30 books and became professor of neurology and psychiatry in Vienna. His work continues to inspire millions by showing that even in suffering, life can hold deep meaning. Fun fact about the author: the neurologist, psychiatrist, and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl, he went on to receive 29 honorary doctoral degrees from universities around the world. This was in recognition of his significant contributions to psychotherapy, philosophy, and his influential work on the search for meaning. Fun fact about the book: Man's Search for Meaning was originally written in just 9 days in 1946. Frankl poured his experiences and insights onto paper almost immediately after surviving the Holocaust. And what began as a small memoir has since sold over 16 million copies and has been translated into more than 50 languages. Let's talk about the structure of the book. This book has 3 parts. Part 1, experiences in concentration camp. Part 2, logotherapy in a nutshell. Part 3, postscript, the case for a tragic optimism. In Part 1, the author talks about life in concentration camps. Frankl describes the daily horrors of Auschwitz and other camps: hunger, cold, brutality, and the constant presence of death. Despite it all, he noticed that survival often did not only depend on physical strength, but it was actually dependent on inner resilience. Those who had a why to live for, whether love for a person, unfinished work, or fate, they were more likely to endure the how of suffering. Even in a place where freedom was taken away, Frankl realized that one freedom could never be taken away: the freedom to choose one's attitude. Prisoners who chose to hold on to dignity, kindness, and hope, even in the tiny ways, they maintain a sense of humanity. And now Part 2, logotherapy. From these experiences, Frankl developed logotherapy, a form of psychotherapy centered on finding meaning. According to Frankl, people discover meaning in 3 main ways. First, through work or creating something. Second, through love and relationships. Third, through courage to face unavoidable suffering with dignity. And Frankl's own source of hope was imagining reunion with his wife and the vision of lecturing after the war about the psychological lessons of suffering. This future-oriented perspective gave him a strength to survive. In part 3, Frankl introduces us to the concept of tragic optimism, which is finding hope even in tragedy. It is Frankl's reflection on why we should remain optimistic despite life's unavoidable suffering, guilt, and death. The key message of the book. This book teaches us that suffering, though painful, can be transformed into purpose. Life always holds meaning, right up to the last moment. And while we cannot always control what happens, we can always choose our attitude and control how we respond. And the most fascinating truth Frankl discovered is that survival often did not depend on the strength of body, but the strength of purpose. Those who had a why, meaning knowing what they are living for example, a love to return to, a dream to fulfill, a faith to hold on to, they could endure almost anyhow. So this is Frankl's gift to all of us, the reminder that no matter how dark the night, meaning and hope, they are always within reach. The most important lesson in man's search for meaning is this: that even when life takes away everything from us, our freedom, our comfort, even our safety, there is one freedom that no one can ever take away from us. That is the freedom to choose our response and our attitude. And in that choice, meaning is born. I want to end this episode with a personal reflection. I myself read this book a couple of years ago when I was searching deeply for a meaning to hold on to. Viktor Frankl's words met me right where I was, in that longing for purpose. And this book helped me redefine what meaning is. It's not something distant or abstract, but something to create even in the midst of a struggle. From those pages of the book, I began to shape a mission for my life, which is to heal, to inspire, and to empower myself first, and then others around me. This book also reminded me that even in pain, there is possibility, and that our suffering can be transformed into a source of strength, compassion, and service. It has become the foundation of my journey, and that's why I carry this message forward today by creating this episode and talking about this book. Until next time, may you find meaning, hope, and light in the pages that you read and the life that you live. You are listening to Infinity Podcast, a show that is aiming to inspire personal growth. My name is Sediqa Sarwari, and I'm a passionate lifelong learner. Here on this podcast, I'm talking about the best parts of the books that I'm reading. Follow Infinity if you want to get inspired or if you are interested in personal development.